Amsterdam, the Netherlands. My great-grandfather immigrated to the United States. I wanted to see my heritage, and of course, I fell in love with Amsterdam. Autumn is the most beautiful time to visit Amsterdam, when the golden leaves fill the trees and line the cobbled streets and the many canals. So for Americans, this is an unfamiliar situation, but we're learning. You can get anywhere here in Amsterdam by bicycle. They call it the city of bikes. You can get here by your bike, you can take a tram, a bus, the train, anywhere in the country. Once you have it figured out, you don't need a car, that's for sure. But it can be a little tricky for us. Follow everybody else and maybe you won't get lost. I have never seen so many bicycles. One to ride to the public transport, and then one to ride from the public transport to work. And then they have one really nice one for the weekends. You see these kind of bikes every day. It's electric. There seems to be a picture-perfect photo opportunity of the city around almost every corner. We prefer to travel on the off-season when there are fewer crowds, better values on hotels and travel, and fewer lines for tours and museums. When visiting the museums or booking day tours, it's required to book online ahead of time. There are no ticket counters. You just show up and show them your online ticket to enter. When visiting Amsterdam, it's fun to take the canal boat ride. We opted for the all-inclusive beer or wine with all-you-can-eat Dutch cheese.
Like cheese? Yeah, it's a little bit darker one that you
Cheers, baby.
You having a good time?
I'm having a great time, baby. Cheers.
Nowadays, if you count Google, Amazon, YouTube, all those big corporations together, still the Dutch East Indian Trading Company is the biggest corporation in the wide world in history. So imagine these people were trading and they used Amsterdam as their trading hub. From Amsterdam, all the goods were going through Europe and it was being dispersed through all of Europe. Now, these canals are specially dug out in these times to help those sailors with these events.
The wooden shoe. That's cute.
No, so if you want a parking permit now, depending on your position, you're going to pay around 100 and 300,000 euros, depending on your parking place. Now that's only your parking permit. You're going to get a zip code for it, you will get your power cables and your sewage connection, nothing more. You have to see it like you're building a piece of land. You can actually drink something up, so cheers, there we go. Yeah, it's a good one today. It's a good batch. We got a good clean water today. I can spoil the taste a little bit. It's a little salty. It goes with a hint of ecstasy and a hint of marijuana. We also like to call this one the Amsterdam Chardonnay. It's free of charge, guys. You can just grab some. I know, of course, because what Francesco told you, these cleaning system. I'm steady that it's real clean water. I love this story the most. It's the love of the two daughters from a father. The father was making this bridge out of the love of his daughters. Now, his daughters were living on both sides of the canal, and he was building this bridge to let them see each other more often.
Along the canals, the guides give a lot of history. The water is so clean that the guide proved it by drinking it. The country is built on fill, and in some places, the apartment buildings are leaning to one side. And this is the mother's restaurant. They have pictures of all the mothers. And of course, I'm going to bring a picture of my mother. But this is a very authentic Dutch menu right here. And we are going to order a Dutch menu because it's my roots. My ancestry comes from Dutch. And I want to experience this. It's extremely special. And we happen to just come upon this restaurant. And we're here, we're gonna try it, and I'm excited. And my mom has to be here. I'm Dutch. This is my ancestry. I was calling to come here. Something about it where I seen this restaurant, I saw this sign, and it's like, I have to go in there. I hesitated, but I came in, and it was like, oh my gosh, we're here, and this is an incredible experience. This is an authentic Dutch meal. They have stewed meat here and here. There's also cabbage, applesauce, looks like some kind of a hot dog with bacon, boiled potatoes, fried potatoes. This is a meal for Dutch people. It looks to me like someone that's farming, working hard, and probably my great-grandfather ate this, I don't know, every day. I'll have to ask my dad if he ate this, but he loves this kind of food, and so do I. I think it's in my genes. The day tour to the countryside is well worth it. There is a wooden shoe factory, a ferry ride to some cute waterfront towns, and a tour of the Dutch cheese factory. We had a perfect fish and chip lunch too. While cheese may not be one of the first things that people think of when they think of the Netherlands, many of the world's most popular cheeses, including Gouda and Edam, are Dutch. In fact, despite its small size, the mighty Netherlands is the world's largest cheese exporter, sending over 200 million kilos of cheese to other countries every year. This is a cute little town, 6 minutes bus ride from it, downtown Amsterdam Central. And here is where we're going to look for the windmills. We're going to see the windmills. This is where they do the cheese festival on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday on July and August, they come here and they have a big cheese festival. But back in the old days, what they did is they brought the cheese from the river and they hauled it up here, and this is where they actually sold their cheese. And then in this building behind us is where they stored and aged the cheese. One of the highlights for me was to get to see these original beautiful windmills in this picturesque countryside. We came upon this, looks like a little neighborhood that they made these homes and studios and whatnot out of shipping containers. It's really clever. They're cute. Some of them are 2, 3 stories. They've used like 6, 9 different containers, and they have a little garden here that people can get involved in. It's like a little community. It's really neat. They even have a local garden with a community vineyard. It's amazing how they use these shipping containers to build a 4-story building. There's even an architect's office. We are planning to return in the spring or fall to rent bikes and explore this city the way the locals do.